You are now watching BFT, and we have got a Group D matchup between a treaded vertical spinner, a flipper, and a wheeled vertical spinner. This is the first fight we have that is going to feature a treaded bot, one of the two treaded bots in the tournament. So I'm interested in how this will go. Let's get to showing you the high seed here. We have got Bluetooth, the treaded vertical spinner, a direct sequel to the Bluetooth from BFT 3. See the 2 in the name? It has invertibility, weight advantage. These treaded bots have a weight advantage, 4K size limit. However, their treads are capable of being destroyed. And on the other side, we have got Apostles' Creed, vertical bar spinner. It's kind of quick, it drives nice, it's small bot, hard to target. However, that weapon, not particularly powerful, the driver says. The driver is a plain crazy veteran though, so he should give us some good action here. So let's see how this goes in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, looks like we've got a box rush here, except Apostles' Creed goes around into the side of Bluetooth. Bluetooth into the pit corner now. Apostles' Creed realizes he's going to play a more cautious game here. The smaller, lighter bot. Bluetooth, the heavier out of the two, but he gets hit there. Apostles' Creed is upside down, self-rights there. And he is controlling right now. Apostles' Creed is keeping Bluetooth in that corner. Wonder how long he's going to keep up the control. But it looks like we're letting him free. Bluetooth is out and back on his treads. Okay, looks like Bluetooth is going to be a bit more defensive, knowing his opponent is quicker, faster, more agile. Pretty even exchange there. Bluetooth flipping over his treads. Bluetooth's weight really comes in handy there. It means bots can't exactly capitalize well on him when he's upside down like that, which is good for him and bad for Apostles' Creed, who hasn't really landed a hit. He's been trying to circle and get those evasion hits. It's not been landing right, likely because of Bluetooth's slowness being a bit of a factor in landing those hits. So we see a nice hit on the back. Is he going to knock Bluetooth into the screws? No, he's not. Bluetooth's got to back out of there because Bluetooth knows that even though he's big, the screws, they're going to still do some good damage to him. Yeah, looks like Bluetooth there. Coming in on the attack as Apostles' Creed goes for the pit, hits him into the pit. You know, I think there was a pit button malfunction. It just didn't spring open like it's supposed to. Well, we're opening the pit anyways. Okay, Bluetooth going in for some hits now. I think there was a little bit of an exchange, but I just missed it. But it looks like Apostles' Creed now running away. Playing very evasively. He's not really going in for any hits. He's leaving Bluetooth to just try follow him with his spinner. But he's getting some nice control there. Bluetooth getting packed into another corner by a smaller bot here. What are you doing? You're the bigger bot. Why are you getting controlled? You're the bigger, heavier one. What exactly are you doing here? A little bit of lag there. Apostles' Creed has just been controlling so far. But Bluetooth, square on the spinner, takes a good head-on. That's what Bluetooth is good at. He can take head-ons, and he tends to win those exchanges. There's another hit from Bluetooth. Is that? Oh, that's going to be out. There's going to be a bounce. And he falls out. And Bluetooth is going to win this round of the Group D bracket. Now let's look at the highlights. Through this fight, I thought that this was for sure going to be Apostles' Creed's game, looking at how he just controls this fight, just knocking Bluetooth around into those corners. But this ultimately backfires on him as he goes around, putting himself between Bluetooth and that corner. Bluetooth just hits him straight up here. Not quite the kill, but he lines him up for it as he turns, tripping Apostles' Creed into his spinner. With a bit of an odd bounce here, he just lands on the ground, bounces over the arena wall, and that's our game. Bluetooth is up 1-0 in this series. Alright, so after that little comeback from Bluetooth, we're going to see the Group D standings. SpongeBob's Revenge going through with no points. He is a top seed, automatically goes through. Points represent how many games you've played if you didn't know. And for Bluetooth, he's played 1 and he's won it. So he's going 1-0. And the loser is going to be fighting against Telescope to see if he can save himself from an early elimination. Alright, let's get a good look at Telescope, shall we? It is a rear hinge flipper built by Zircon, someone who is somewhat of an OG to BFT, competing in free, winning 4 with Dog Wedge, and being the builder of that bot everybody hated back in BFT 9. However, this bot, clear improvement. We've got a strong drive system, a strong weapon, good defensive capabilities. However, it's prone to recoiling from some of its hits, and also has a proficiency for ties. And on the other side of the arena, we have got the loser of last round, Apostles Creed, here to see if he can save himself from going 0-2 in this group stage. The fight will begin in 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so both bots quite quick right out of the gates, going round each other. Looks like Telescope's looking for the angles of attack that he needs to flip Apostles Creed. Telescope is yet to prove itself the worthier machine, as it is ranked lower, but there's a hit going up together. Jumped on his head, kind of. Just a good bit of Roblox physics. But as I was saying, Telescope is the lower ranked machine by 1 seed, so this fight should be pretty even, but there's a big hit. Going right up into the air, landing down near the corner. Telescope gonna try and knock him towards the screws. Oh, he might. Oh, no, he's not. He's not going to flak him. He has those little back flackers. We haven't seen them go into use, but to be fair, we haven't seen him, but there's a big hit. Is that going to... Oh, no, that is not going to kill him. That's not going to kill Apostles Creed. Apostles Creed is getting dominated here, and it seems as if the driver of Apostles Creed is just unable to land any meaningful blows on Telescope. The driver Bababan, very accomplished driver from the Playing Crazy side of things, but they don't quite get flippers this powerful, this potent, and this controlling. But it's not like Bab hasn't taken down flippers before. Look to RBCS Season 6, Terminator took down Josh, but now can Apostles Creed take down Telescope? And what's going on here? Looks like Telescope's wheelie bar is stuck, and oh, there he goes! That must be unfortunate for Telescope, but Apostles Creed is going to go through, live another day, fight another fight. It's over. Watching the highlight reel here, we can just see how this was Telescope's fight through and through, with him just getting big flips like these. Like this almost took out Apostles Creed. If it was a little further, he would have been out the arena, but unfortunately for Telescope, he got his wheelie bars caught in the chassis of Apostles Creed, which led to this shot right here, straight into the flipper, flinging Telescope out of the arena, but he's not quite out of the competition yet. We still have one more fight, but before that, let's get to the Group D standings. Alright, it looks like what we're going to be seeing here is Apostles Creed going 1-1, which means it should be safe. However, if Telescope pulls through a win on Bluetooth, we are going to have to go to a tiebreaker round, and the scores will be void. So let's get to that fight, shall we? Alright, so similarly to last round, we're going to look at the losing bot first. Here's Telescope. He had a bit of an unfortunate run-in with his wheelie bars. He's just going to give him a little wiggle at us right now. And he's going to be facing off against Bluetooth, who somehow managed to position vertically to see if he can get a win and force a tiebreaker match on everybody in Group D. So let's see where this match goes. In 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so it looks like we're going to get aggressive. Oh, they both go right past each other. Typical of Telescope, really. He does like to drift around and find angles rather than go directly in for big hits right away. But there's something. That was a big throw. Bluetooth going flying there. Furthest I've seen Bluetooth get flung so far in this tournament. Bluetooth, the highest seed, he's gonna want to be cautious. He doesn't want to lose out, because I don't know how he's going to feel at a tiebreaker rumble, given he might get targeted as the highest seed in the tournament. But there he is running away for some reason, flipping. Seems like he's switching into his long form, but he gets flipped yet again. Telescope putting on a little bit of a dominating display. Not much has happened to Telescope yet. I suppose the shape of Telescope makes it hard to actually land shots on it. Now what is he doing? Why is Bluetooth cornering himself? Looks like he's trying to play a very positional game. Play quite strategically. Oh, gets Telescope to recoil though. He knows that Telescope is prone to that. And given he's quite big, there's a lot of him to recoil off of. But are we going to get a hit? Oh, looks like a miss. Is Bluetooth doing something? What is he doing? Just lets himself get flipped there. I don't exactly know what the vision is here, but Bluetooth's still alive, so maybe it's paying off. But oh, what happened there? Did he just jump? Oh, that was some kind of mystic flip. I believe that Telescope must have flipped him, but it just didn't show on my screen as the person recording. There's another flip from Telescope. Telescope being mightily effective. Oh, and that is the kill shot. And the top seed is dead. And Telescope will be forcing a tiebreaker rumble on us all. Alright, time to look at the highlight reel in this one. We can just see how consistent Telescope is with throwing Bluetooth around. You see, one of the first big hits, pretty even exchange. Then we got here Bluetooth shifting modes, but Telescope just goes in on the side guards. Maybe it was a bit of an oversight on Bluetooth's part to just run the side guards against Telescope, because he just keeps flipping them. And then for the kill shot, Bluetooth leaves himself wide open, self-rights onto that flipper, leading him to go over the timers and out of the arena. Now it's time to look at the Group D standings. This is the first time in this BFT that we have had all the opponents go 1 win to 2 losses, which means that we have a 3-way tie, and that tie must be broken. So all of the opponents here, except SpongeBob's Revenge, are going to be sent to a 3-way rumble, and the 2 winning bots are going to make it to the main bracket. Alright, enough beating around the bush here. This is the fight that is going to decide who will make it to main bracket and who will go home as a first round exit. All of these bots have proved themselves plenty capable, so now it's time to see who will win. In 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so this is the first time in 3 years that we have had a 3-person opening rumble. And so far, not much is going on, but Apostles Creed is going to go for the pit release, so the pit will descend. And Telescope, not exactly sure what he's doing. Looks like he ran off to try to get Bluetooth, but he missed. But Bluetooth himself kind of backing away from everything going on. And the Telescope takes on Apostles Creed, the opponent he lost to. Maybe there's a little bit of a grudge between them now, as he kind of looks around, but drives through Bluetooth, tries going for a flip. He lands the flip here now. He takes Apostles Creed away with him. Bluetooth is struggling to get that weapon into play, so he's just going to let these two go after each other for a moment as he reconfigures himself in that corner. Bluetooth is now rushing in, kind of misses, kind of like a charging bull, seeing red just drives right by. Well, it looks like he's trying to get people who aren't aware of where they are with some evasive techniques, but he gets flipped again by Telescope. Telescope thrown by Apostles Creed on top of Bluetooth. Oh, and Bluetooth swivels his body around, clamping Telescope, only to get hit by Apostles Creed, freeing them both. What an interesting exchange. Okay, now everybody has split apart. Bluetooth is in long form. Apostles Creed is looking at Telescope. Telescope is doing nothing. I don't exactly know what he's doing. Okay, he's back. He's mobile. He can drive. Thought he lost mobility for a second there. Oh, and Bluetooth has been hit. Apostles Creed goes for the follow-up, but misses. Bluetooth likely doesn't want to make that mistake. And I did not even notice Telescope get thrown all the way near to the pit. Be careful there. You might die if you fall in that pit, because if an opponent goes in that pit, they are eliminated, even if they bounce back out. Oh, got a bit of a head-on here. Nothing comes of it. Another head-on. But we're not getting much happening with these head-on exchanges. But we are getting a lot of them, and it is very aggressive. So if this was to go to a judge's decision, it would be very hard, because these bots are fighting very aggressively. Oh, and Telescope goes flying. Oh, this has been a good rumble so far. Apostles Creed chasing down Bluetooth, but he spins around. Doesn't really want to go the head on Bluetooth. Bluetooth knocking Telescope. Bluetooth very nearly going into the pit. 1 minute left of the rumble. This might come down to a judge's decision unless something happens. Is he going to go on the screws? Yes, he is. He's going to knock the timer off, and he's going to fall out of the arena, eliminating Bluetooth, our top seed, so early into the tournament, sending Telescope through as the group champion, as well as Apostles Creed as the runner-up. Alright, you two, you can stop fighting. Come on, you don't need to fight anymore. Oh well. Guess we'll go through and have a look at the group standings one last time before this episode concludes. Alright, so not much visually has changed here. However, Telescope now has 2 points. Everyone else has 1. And due to Bluetooth being eliminated in the Rumble, the high seed goes out first, unfortunately for him. And unfortunately for me, because Bluetooth was one of my favourites, admittedly. Well, anyways, that's been it for the episode. We'll see you in the next one.